Alrighty, how's it going guys? I'm thesolobandit and welcome back to CARX. Today we're going to be doing another livery design here for you guys. This one is really nice as well. Hopefully you guys enjoyed my last one. That was actually built before, that was actually built after this one. This was built, I think about 2-3 days after the update came out, a few weeks ago now. I just haven't been uploading as I have been sick and I don't like hearing my voice when I'm sick because it just doesn't sound the best. So it's going to be the same as the last one. I'm going to be removing all of the livery on the car and just placing it piece by piece so you guys can mimic it as best as possible. I'll leave a slight delay in between, gives you guys time to pause, try to make it as easy as possible. And when I get to those tricky parts, I'll explain how I place them, because I know a few people will get confused on how I did certain pieces, and you know, at the end theirs might not look like mine. So I want to make it as easy as possible and show you how I did everything step by step. So I'm going to go ahead and remove everything on the car, and then we'll get into it. Alrighty, so I've removed everything from the car. Now I'm not going to remove the stickers I have on the windows, because those are just custom stickers for myself. You can go ahead and add your own stickers if you want to. As you can tell, I've got thesolobandit with the YouTube play button on there, so you guys probably don't want that as well, so I'm not going to bother with adding all of that in. You guys can go ahead and do that for your own cars, you know, whatever you want to put on your own. So I've also haven't added a banner, so you guys can do that if you want. I also haven't added tints. I wanted to keep some of that stuff out of this video, as I did do it in the previous videos. So if you haven't seen those videos, go and check them out if you want to learn how to do that stuff, because I show you how to do it. It's really simple, not overly complicated at all, as some people try to make it seem. But I'm going to go ahead and show you the base color that I'm using right here. There you go. And I'm also going to show you the kit and the wheels that I'm using for this car. So I'm using the ProFlow version 2 kit, so it makes it look like a S13 Onvia, which is my favorite of the bunch, and literally the car that I want to build. It just looks so good. And the wheels that I'm using are, let me just find them, D-Spec. It's these ones right here. So that's it for the kit and the wheels. So let's finally get into the build. So the first thing you want to do is you want to go ahead and use a flake and put the flake over the entire car. Don't really worry about the roof, because you're going to be changing the color of the roof anyway, and you're not going to have a flake on the roof. So what you want to do with your flake, if you're not using this color, you want to make sure that the color matches the flake matches the color of the car. Okay, so first you want to grab this layer right here. So under the stripe category, we always use this one. We're going to grab this one right here. And once you've grabbed it, you want to turn it into, you want to make it big enough so you can put 3 sections on the entire car, right? So it's going to go here to make that visible so you can see it. And go to the color. And obviously we're going to go to hologram. So because I'm using this like pinkyish color, pinky redish color, I try to match it with this as well. Because if I was to use, for instance, let's say I go green, and my opacity is all the way up. You see what happens here? If I go from this angle, you can see all of these green specks, and it doesn't look good, alright? It does not look pretty whatsoever. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that opacity is down enough, so then you can't really see those green markings. And to take it away even more, because obviously from this angle, you can still see a lot of those green splatters, and you don't want that. So that's when you go ahead and you change the color to whatever color is on the car. That way the only thing you see is the glitter, and it looks really nice. So once you've done that, you've figured it out, you want to go ahead and place layers all over the car except the roof. Now the way I do it is I place 3 layers on the side, 1 on the rear quarter, 1 on the door, and 1 on the front panel of the car. I do 1 on the front bumper, 1 on the hood, 1 on the bonnet of the car, and then 1 on the rear bumper of the car, and that is literally it. And also make sure you continuously hit that projection button so you don't get that hideous stretching marks on the corners or on the roof. You can fix all of that stuff and it'll look really nice. So once you've done that, come back and I'll show you the next step. Alrighty, so now your car should be looking something like this, or if you got it a different color, it should still look something similar like this, if you know what I mean. So you should have that slight subtle little flake all through the car. It looks really, really nice, really basic. And you can just leave your car like this if you want to, and it'll look fine as it is. So the next step you want to do is you want to go ahead and grab yourself these 3 shapes right here. You only need 3 shapes. You use symmetry on 2 of them, but not the main square on the roof. So we're going to start with the back piece right here. So that's going to be right there. This one obviously goes on the front pillar, and then this one goes on the roof, and it also covers up, as you can tell, it covers up that line right there. Now if you do it right, which I haven't because I didn't click that one, there we go, it should look something like this. Now what you've created is like a two-tone on your car, so you've got a different roof color, which is why we did not put the flake on the roof. Also, I need to, there we go. But don't worry about those little marks down the bottom there. You can cover them up if you want to, but I'm not going to bother about it in this video because we do cover them up anyway with some other parts in the video. So the color that I use for this little bit on the roof is right here. It's metallic, and there's the number for you. Looks really nice. I like it just how it is right there. I actually used to run it like this for a long time. So after that step is done, what you want to do is you want to start working on the actual decal on the side of the car. Just let me skip past all of this. Here we go. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to place a layer of all of the purples first, which is all of the first layers that you'll have underneath, right? Because a lot of these layers have been duplicated and you'll kind of move them around a bit, but I'll explain that as we get through to it. So for the first color, the colors that I have chosen is chrome for layer 1. There's the numbers at the top if you want to copy them. And for layer 2, it's like a cyan basic color. And there's the numbers as well if you want to copy them. And all of these decals on the side are from the new update. So it is, I believe, all of these ones right here. So if you're trying to find every single one that I'm doing, you just have to go into this little section under the rose category. And from that flower there to this line of decals here, everything in between is what I use. So if you can't find it, you're looking in the wrong category because it's literally right in here. I use that one, I use these, all of these ones here. So you just got to find it on your screen and then match it to what I'm putting on the video. And once you've got the colors locked down on the first one, you can follow my pattern on where I place all of these in the video. Alright, so that's pretty much all of those colors that we're going to use. So we want to go back to the first layer that you posted, that you put up, and then we're going to start adding in the second layer of colors right here. And the second color that we are using is identical to the color we have on the roof. So just like that. So what I'm doing with some of these, you will have to keep an eye out where they are placed exactly, because some of them I've duplicated, changed the color to this yellowy color, and I've lifted the decal slightly up. That way you can see a little bit of the purple and a bunch of the cyan at the bottom. But some of them I've actually duplicated it and I've brought the layer down, so then the colors are at the top of the livery, not the bottom. So you see with this one right here, you can see that the color is sticking out on the bottom. And then I added a little chunk right there, which has got no highlighting, because some of them won't have highlighting, guys. We still have to fill in the gaps. I don't want to color all of them in. But you can see with that one there, we lifted it up. You might have to make them a little bit smaller too. That one again, we lifted it up. We added it a little bit right there. Oh, wrong one, my bad. And with this one, we pulled it down. So it changes the effect, because that's what we want to kind of go with. It's like a wavy effect. And if we have it all the same way, it's just going to look really, really weird. So I'm going to go ahead and mute my mic and do all the rest of it for you guys. I just wanted to share that little piece, because I know some people will probably screw this bit up a little bit. So I wanted to explain it as best as I possibly can. Alrighty, so that is pretty much it with all of the decals on the side. Nice and simple. And with this one and my previous one, which I have posted, what I did is I made sure I left a nice open gap all over the front, all over the side of the car, so then you guys can go add your team names or whatever you want to add. I just didn't want to make a design which locks you into one specific design, you know what I mean? I wanted to make it so then you guys can create your own little bit with it and add your own flavor to make the car more personal to you. So the next step, I'm going to go ahead and add all of the stickers, which isn't much, to be honest, besides from the stickers on the windows, which you'll do yourself, which is not hard at all. I just want to go ahead and add some stickers on the side. So what I did here is I actually made a shadow, just the same as my last one, with every single sticker. So obviously when you add a sticker like this, which is all, I'm pretty sure I made all of these satin. Yeah, I made them all satin. You can't really see it, right? So what I did is I added a black layer just behind it, which makes it pop just a little bit more. And the way I did this is pretty much all I did is made the layer slightly larger than the previous one. I make it black, make it slightly larger. That is literally it. So same again, little layer there, you can barely see it. Chuck a little bit of black behind it, and it just makes it pop that little bit more. It just makes it look so much nicer. Like, that just looks so much better. Go ahead and do the same with all of these stickers. Put that sticker right there. I'm actually going to raise that sticker up to about there, just to cover that mark that was there. Add a Matsuri sticker there. And add a Drift Hunters sticker. Oh, where are we? There. And that is pretty much all the stickers done. Now the next part, we're going to be doing the lip. Now the lip, I've used this car about 5 times. No joke, I've only used it about 5 times. I haven't done a tune setup on it. but I plan on keeping the car this low. I do need to increase the camber. I know it's not looking the prettiest, but we'll get there. But anyway, every time I've brought this car into a lobby, I've got a message by like 3 or 4 people asking me how the hell I got the side lips so clean. So this is what I did, right? Now, all I did is I went ahead and grabbed, where are they? I went into the star category, went all the way and grabbed this one right here. And I made it chrome. And all I did, because obviously if you place them down like normal, I'll just demonstrate it real quick. I'll make a completely new layer, okay? This is the problem a lot of people have. Is they'll get a layer, they'll bring it down, they're like, oh yeah, I want to try and get it just on that lip, but they bring it down and it cuts off that top piece. You just can't quite get it, right? So what I did is all I did is I looked up and I hit projection. Just like that. Get it straight again, and when you bring it down, oh, I made it too big. Bring it down, you can actually cover that whole piece just like so, right? And it doesn't interfere with that back piece. And obviously all you do is you duplicate that and then you move it across, straighten it up just like so. That is literally all I did. It's super easy. Let me just go ahead and delete that layer. And for most of the stuff, guys, don't forget to put on symmetry, or else you're going to have a one-sided car. Make sure you use symmetry. Go ahead and place that one on the side there. Then you want to do one on the front, or on the side, sorry. One on the front. I have symmetry on for this one as well. One at the back, right there. And then another one just there, because that's where the lip ends. So after you do that, you're left with this nice little lip all the way around the car. I think it looks super clean when you add these little lips like this. I'm not a fan of them, of the kits, but when you add that little lip, it just gives you so much more. Go ahead and add one more sticker right there. You obviously can fill this up as much as you want, but I wanted to keep it a little bit more minimalistic than the last. Go ahead and add your tire damage from doing burnouts. Add a few scuff marks on the front, like so, right on the corner, and on the rear quarter as well. And that is pretty much it, guys. That is literally it. It's not that hard at all. It honestly isn't. I know there will be people commenting saying, hey man, this build is way harder than you claim it is. It's not that hard, guys. If you follow the steps, if you just copy and paste literally everything I did, you will find that this is way easier, and then your mind will just go crazy with creativity, and you'll come up with some amazing ideas. So if you guys have built this, you have done this, be sure, once again, send me those screenshots on Xbox. My gamer tag is in the description below. Go ahead and send me those screenshots. I'll go ahead and show them to everybody else, so everyone else can also appreciate your own creativity as well on the channel. So with that said, guys, hopefully you enjoyed this build, and yeah, I think I might do a little bit of a clip at the end, just doing like I did the last time, a bit of a walk around, and then I'll end the video there. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you in the next one.